Tenacity, chiaroscuro, bespoke. These three words are the stars of this video. Keep watching and you'll discover what these words mean, how to use them in sentences, how some famous people have used them, and a little bit about their origins as well. And do subscribe to The English Nut on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and X. Thank you. This is the favorite word of my viewer Vaibhav Manohar Rautrao. Tenacity. It means the determination to keep doing something difficult. Perseverance, persistence, and doggedness are words with similar meanings. It is derived from the Old French tenacité, which means the quality of holding firmly, and from the Latin tenacitas, the act of holding fast. The following quote doesn't contain the word tenacity, but it is about tenacity. It's from Teddy Roosevelt, the 26th US President. He said, "Courage is not having the strength to go on. It is going on when you don't have the strength." So true, isn't it? And one could replace the word courage with tenacity and it would still make a lot of sense. American writer James A. Michener said, "Character consists of what you do on the third and fourth tries." This quote is as much about tenacity as it is about character. Here's how you can use the word in a sentence. I don't agree with his approach, but I can't help admiring his tenacity. What Shilpa lacked in skill, she made up for with tenacity. Susan's blend of tenacity and ability ensured that her dreams became reality. This is the favorite word of my viewer Mahmoud Ahmed 5736, chiaroscuro. It refers to the use of areas of light and shade in drawing and painting to create a dramatic effect. Chiaroscuro can be used to create a sense of depth in two-dimensional art. This technique was made famous by Italian painter Leonardo da Vinci in the late 15th century. He used it in such paintings as the Adoration of the Magi. Later, many European painters adopted the technique, and by the late 17th century, the term was used regularly to describe paintings, drawings, or prints that relied heavily on the gradation of light and darkness for their effect. Chiaroscuro comes from the Italian words for light and dark, chiaro and scuro. Here's how you can use the word in a sentence. Many great painters such as Caravaggio and Rembrandt have used chiaroscuro to great effect. Her dark dress, her black hair, and her features were beautifully rendered using chiaroscuro. The chiaroscuro of the photograph transformed the mundane into the sublime. The film director used chiaroscuro to convey the mood of the story. Chiaroscuro may also mean the effect produced by light and shade in an actual place. The chiaroscuro of the cobbled streets lent a certain charm to the village. American author Rachel Kapelke Dale wrote in her book The Ballerinas, "Everyone had changed since I'd returned to Paris. The sketches of the people we'd been in my memories were now shaded with levels of chiaroscuro. Everyone was more than I remembered, more complex, more complicated, more than they'd been before." This is a quote from American writer Liba Bray. "In each of us lie good and bad, light and dark, art and pain, choice and regret, cruelty and sacrifice. We're each of us our own chiaroscuro, our own bit of illusion fighting to emerge into something solid, something real. We've got to forgive ourselves that, because there is a lot of grey to work with. No one can live in the light all the time." The Japanese art critic Okakura Kakuzo said, "Our mind is the canvas on which the artists lay their color. Their pigments are our emotions, their chiaroscuro, the light of joy, the shadow of sadness. The masterpiece is of ourselves, as we are of the masterpiece." And this last quote is from Romanian philosopher Emil M. Cioran. "The amount of chiaroscuro an idea harbors is the only index of its profundity." This is the favorite word of my viewer Indrani Dashgupta. Bespoke. It means custom made, something that is made specially for a customer. In this sense, bespoke is the opposite of off the rack. Originally, this adjective described tailor-made suits or shoes. Today, it has become a marketing term that is applied to anything that is exclusive or of a limited edition. It's often used to describe software that is tailor-made for a particular client. The adjective bespoke comes from the verb bespeak, which means to speak for something. It used to be used to mean to order goods. So it started referring to things like suits that were made to order. Here's how you could use bespoke in a sentence. If you want a good suit, go to the Bespoke menswear shop on Park Street. This company produces both generic and bespoke software. Here's a quote from Marcus Samuelsson, the Ethiopian-born Swedish-American celebrity chef. I have seen the photographs of Harlem in its glory days, stylish men in bespoke suits, women so well dressed that they'd put the models in vogue to shame. You can also use bespoke as a verb in its older sense of speaking for something. His good manners bespoke the gentleman. His speech bespoke the country's mood of hope. Tenacity, chiaroscuro, bespoke. These were the words we looked at in this video. Do let me know what you think of them. And if there are any other words you would like me to discuss, do mention them in the comments section. I'm the English Nut. Bye for now.